Hello, I'm Laman and I'm back with my first official episode. Let's get to it. It's gonna be a tough one, so first let me just let's go. As I mentioned before, I'm 22 and by the standards of the society I've been raised in, I'm a failure. Why failure? Apparently, I don't live and swear by this life plan made for me and millions of other Azerbaijani people, mostly girls, and that can get both stressful and empowering at the same time. I'm still trying to balance it out. This life plan I'm talking about is pretty simple. Let me walk you through it right now. So you're born, just kidding. You go to school. Right after school, off to the college you go. No, you didn't miss anything because as an Azerbaijani kid, you don't get many options unless you want to disappoint your family and never be spoken of again outside of the house. Didn't think so. Right after graduating from college, if you got the wits or desire to live abroad, you're off to get your master's degree. So obviously there's another category as well, people who do not leave the country. I'm gonna call them desperados, aka the despaired, aka girls that have been terrorized by their families for so long they have lost all hope to live a normal life. What do? Glad you asked. They get married away at the age of 19 on average. Now I know this sounds cruel and terrible and whatnot, but it's not. It's not terrible because in this case, it's not their families who forced them to marry a random-ass middle-aged man that can end up being a savior or the death of them. Figuratively speaking, obviously. It's the girls. The girls make the choice. But I see how that can get confusing as well because in my country, coercion is synonymous to choice, while obeying is the definition of love and respect. By the way, me using the word obey here is not the language barrier I'm suffering from. Is that literally where I come from, and as it is in many collectivistic societies, obeying your parents' wishes as if they're your commands and you're a genie from the bottle is the ultimate love and respect you can give them. Every Azerbaijani parent just wants to be obeyed. As simple as that. By the way, that's why many parents and their kids never find common ground, just because they measure love differently. Anyway, now that you know about the master life plan and some of our fundamental beliefs, it might be easier for you to guess where the stress part is coming from. Right, parents. Now don't get me wrong, I do love my parents. And believe it or not, that's why every time my dad is calling to ask for how long I'm trying to stay in Istanbul without any life plan whatsoever, it actually does hurt and bother me. Every time he calls, I fake this borderline happy voice and distract him with the most random things that happen here just so that he doesn't ask again. Every time he calls, I wish I was this person who could follow that life plan smoothly and not cause anyone any problems. But I can't. And you know what? That's absolutely okay by me. That's okay as long as I'm not doing anything I don't want to be doing at all. What I'm trying to say is, I get it. I get it. I get how hard it can be to go against the norm. I get how hard it can be to choose something that feels right to you over something that's expected of you. Even when what feels right to you does not account for anything on a traditional scale of expectations. But I would say just Trust me when I say that that's what you gotta do in order to build your authentic self outside of traditional influence. So you stay you and you do you. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you want me to talk about next. Come learn with me, make mistakes with me. See you next time.